everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Of the corruption. I mean, people were led to believe there was this thing called the Biden crime family. I didn't do a single piece of business when my dad was president. I made $200,000 a year selling paintings. The furthest possible thing away from politics. Don and Eric have done over $1.3 billion just in contracts for underlying companies that they have an ownership stake in with the Department of Defense. Don Jr. got the largest loan ever given by the Department of Defense of a company that he bought into like 3 months before they got the loan. Peter Navarro picked up the phone and called DOD. My question is, how did you not see that before? He was a disaster in 2020. There's no ideological core to Donald Trump.
No, I agree with you. You got to realize in 2016 where...
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, to make that much money off of, you know, basically just a name in the presidency, a $620 billion loan. Was it 20 million or billion? Let me see what that was. $620 million deal from a company that started 3 months ago. That's insane. Imagine going to your going to your bank and asking for a loan, and you just turned 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need a home loan. They're like, you just started working like 3 months ago. Like, what are you talking about? You can't afford no house. You need some revolving credit. I don't see any revolving credit besides their father. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is their story. This is their, we only got a small loan from the government to this government contract.
By the Department of Defense of a company that he bought into like 3 months before they got the loan. Peter Navarro picked up the phone and called DOD. My question is, how did you not see that before? He was a disaster in 2020. There's no ideological core to Donald Trump.
No, I agree with you. You got to realize in 2016 where Republicans were at. We had John McCain, we had Mitt Romney, and the perception on the right is that they were insufficiently conservative and that they were losers. All they do is lose because they don't fight. There was this perception that the Democrats are ruthless, fighters. Obama crushed in 2008 when we thought he really should have lost in 2012. That was a Republican perception that Romney let us down. And so when Trump came on the scene in 2016, it was new, it was refreshing. He seemed like somebody that was really going to take on not just the Democrats, but also the media. Trump said in 16, it's just me and my son and my wife. We don't have any donors. We don't have any special interests.
More than $100 million put in of my money, meaning I'm not taking all of this big money from all of these different corporations like she's doing.
We're going to put America first, make the country great again. This is a very appealing message, realizing now that it was obviously a scam and now obviously unfulfilled completely. And you're right, Trump is non-ideological.
Ooh, see, this is crazy. You know what? This is MAGA or Republicans pushing back at MAGA and the lies. See, it's a lot of people. A lot of y'all still got the sheep's wool over your eyes. Y'all need a haircut. Y'all need to see what MAGA's really doing to you. And I'm gonna show y'all something from the correspondence dinner too.
Message was brilliant because it said, one, the system is broken. America's not great anymore, but it used to be. We can make it great again, but in order to do it, we need to actually bypass the system. He said, and that's why I'm different. I'm rich. I'm a billionaire. If I self-fund my campaign and don't take super PAC money, then I won't have to listen to the lobbyists and the special interests. I could fire the people I need to fire, do the things I need to do. That was like a very powerful message in 2016. And after 4 years, I was one of the people even back then that said, look, it never materialized. He did wind up taking super PAC money. He took AIPAC money for that matter. Sheldon Adelson money at that time in 16. Even in the first term, bombed Iran. In the first term, didn't build the wall. In the first term, didn't even reduce illegal immigration until 2019. Why did I go for him in 2020? At the height of the pandemic, we all thought on the right that if anyone other than Trump was president, you were going to get a vaccine mandate. We thought the lockdown might never end. We thought that censorship would kick into overdrive. And so we said, really, it's unacceptable that anyone other than Trump would just be a disaster. And then obviously Biden came in, and I don't think it was as bad as we thought it would be, to tell you the truth, honestly. But by 2024, I mean, I was out because everything you're saying is totally true. And I was telling people on my side, he's not going to build the wall. He's not going to do the mass deportations. He's not going to start no new wars.
Yeah, still, he hasn't done mass deportation because if you look at the numbers, he's not even close to deporting as more people as Obama did. And Obama did it without killing people. Now, there was Guantanamo Bay and all that other stuff. It's a lot of stuff that Obama did that was like, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's the government, so you can't get mad at it that they didn't do it how you wanted them to do it. But he did it through the justice system. Although there was still a lot of immigration coming in through through Biden. I don't think that was necessarily just Biden, but it was the laws that were still in place. And if the laws were still in place, that means they were there before Biden, during Trump, during Obama, during what's his name, George Bush. Like it was laws that they were old laws. So once Donald Trump came in and changed them to stop all the catch and release, that catch and release been around. Like, and that was one of the dumbest. I didn't get that either. I didn't get the catch and release, but I guess if you make it to land, you're free. You're free. You get due process like everyone else, which is terrible. So they'll give them a court date and say, come to court, and guess what? Guess who never showed up? The immigrant never showed up. So, but they still caught a lot of them, deported them, and still they was coming back. So it was a lot of things that Trump said he was going to do. He never fulfilled. Still won't fulfill.
I said in 24, he's going to take us to war in Iran. And the Ukraine war, I said, that's not going to end in one day. I didn't vote in 2024. And I told my followers not to vote for Trump for that reason. It was only until a year later, after all the exuberance died down and people saw the bearing of the Epstein files, the war in Iran, people said, you know what? You were right about Trump. Even Alex Jones told me you were right about Trump. As far as him being vaporware is concerned and a scammer, and fundamentally, you're 100% right. No ideological core. He's not an ideological guy. Yeah, it is.
He's literally all about him.
And I agree, he's a cruel narcissist. Even what he said on Easter. I mean, we're Catholic. On Easter Sunday, he says we're going to annihilate Iran, and then he made fun of Allah. That kind of stuff, it just totally turned me off entirely.
Is there anything that you think Trump can do to regain the support of the, I guess, Gen Z and millennial right?
No. It's over. People see what he's made of. Hunter's right. He's a liar, a bullshit artist. You look at what he did with the Epstein files, with the war in Iran, what he did to Thomas Massie.
Thomas Massie. There's something wrong with him.
You realize that if you are America first, you have no place in this Republican Party. Because he said it. He said MAGA is Mark Levin, Laura Loomer, Randy Fine. He said, and who is not MAGA? Megyn Kelly, Tucker, Alex Jones, Candace. And I think most Republicans said, well, we're with those other people.
What do you think about the Epstein files? What do you think about the accountability? Or do you think that he's broken the system to the degree that we now are basically in a dictatorship?
No, I have a lot of confidence only because I think the Democrats are going to take the House in 26, which I support. I'm telling my people, vote Democrat. We want the Democrats in the House because what they're going to do is they're going to use the oversight powers to bring all the corruption to light. Let's say the income you made during Biden was ill-gotten. For the sake of example, it doesn't even come close, doesn't even touch Jared Kushner, Howard Lutnick, Steve Witkoff, Don Jr., Trump himself. It's just a different sport. It's a different game entirely. I want all that corruption to be revealed, and I think the Democrats are going to do it. I hope they get impeached. I don't think they'll be removed from office, but I think it'll basically drag this administration to a halt. And then 28, I think there's an opportunity for a clean reset with both sides, right and left. Primaries on the Democrat side, it's all DSA, progressive types that are winning. You ironically have the same frustration on the left with their establishment as we have on the right. 2028, it's going to be a year where there'll be a competitive Republican primary and Democratic primary, and hopefully the people make their voice heard and we get some new options.
Well, the problem is with the 2028 front runners, the only one is Donald Trump and the Republican Party, and I think for whatever reason they believe that he's going to run and he's going to win the candidacy, but can he actually run for office in 2028? Because I think there's some kind of gray area there. I'm not really sure, but the way he's pushing it is he's going to run. But then I would ask, why wouldn't Obama run for a third term? He has lots of life left. We could use change again. America has become very racist over the last few years. So, and it's continuing to get more and more. I don't think there's no political front runners for the Democrats and Republicans. I don't see anybody that has the charisma of Donald Trump and that can rally up people together right now. I didn't see it with Kamala. I didn't see it with Joe Biden. I don't see it with he's not gonna run again. The guy from Delaware. I don't see it with Chris Christie. I don't see it with nobody. Like, nobody's really, like, JD Vance. He can't do it. Like, only reason why I think JD Vance is in right now is because he somehow made some business deals with Trump and was able to capitalize. He never liked Trump. And then now all of a sudden he's, one of Trump's biggest backers. And it's just like, I don't think, but in the core of his heart, he doesn't believe in Trump. And I would hate to work for somebody I didn't believe in, because then I'm lying to myself every day. I'm going home stressed out. So will Trump win presidency if he runs again? I believe there's a good chance. And even if he doesn't win, they're going to be like, oh, it was rigged. It was, But just for the sake of voting, I'll just be voting just because. But it really won't matter as far as what Oklahoma would be, because this is historically always and probably forever will be a red state. But it will count towards the popular vote, but not overall. Not our electoral college. It's definitely going Republican. People will vote for Donald Trump in Oklahoma because they have no spine. We have the worst education in the nation, one of the worst educations in the nation. So I can guarantee you, a lot of these idiots, they won't even pay attention to who else is on the ballot.
But you people have no idea how lucky you are. When I'm gone, you're all going to be broke. Your business model is going to be finished. No, it's true. When I'm not around, you're going to be broke. There's not going to be anybody to report on. Nobody gives a damn about anybody else. But
all right, so people in the comments saying we broke now. We'll all be lucky when you're gone. He's not talking to us. He's talking to his rich billionaire friends. So, for him to say when he's gone, we're going to be broke again, the only thing I could think of is he left us like this. He left the world in shambles, because even if you're going to leave office, create a plan. Like, this is the plan for 2028 and beyond. This plan will work for 2032. This plan will work for 2036. This plan will work for 2040. But no, there's no plan in place. There's no plan for the Iran war. There's no plan at all. It's just boots to the ground. Let's go, go, go. Whatever. It's like he does whatever he wants. He wakes up in the morning, eats some eggs with ketchup on it, and then decides what he want to do with America. There's no absolute plan. So if we're going to be broke, that means everything he put in place today will eventually break America. That's just, he's telling you guys. But while we'll be broke, he's stacking up enough. Him and his family is stacking up enough money that you talking about, you won't even have to worry about it. But we will never see his kids run for presidency. I don't believe any one of them will be able to win, except for his daughter. His daughter may be the only smart one, and that's one person I haven't seen a lot lately in this presidency. Like, I remember his daughter used to be over everything, and all of a sudden now she's nowhere to be found. Like, somebody put a Where's Waldo out for her, put an APB out for her, because she is gone, nowhere to be found.